hello, hello. It's so good to be with you tonight. Thank you for sharing this space with me. As we get started tonight, I just want to invite you to sit wherever it's comfortable. Maybe in a chair, maybe on the ground. And move your booty cheeks to the side and just start to feel the earth. Maybe the earth for you tonight is a chair. That is lovely. Let your body, let your being start to settle in. You can close your eyes and just let your body find some softness, some rounding out through the back. Relax the arms. They don't need to be in any specific place. Find some gentleness through your neck. Maybe your chin drops to your chest. And start to connect with your breath. Observing the cool air coming in and the warm air flowing out. As you breathe in, start to feel the opening happen through your chest, through your core. And take notice of how you feel tonight. As you think about that word of how you feel, see if you can place it in your body where you feel that sense of anything, whatever that feeling is. And then bring your hands to the space where you feel it. And we're just going to hold space for ourselves for a moment. There's a lot of talk about holding space, holding space, holding space. What does that actually mean? I believe that holding space means allowing for things to be just as they are. For them to exist just as they are right now. Acknowledging exactly how you feel tonight. And see how it feels for you to acknowledge this without judgment, without placing words, without placing ideas, without attaching thoughts to it. See how you feel this all over your body. Maybe tears well up, and maybe laughter forms. There is no right or wrong way to hold space for yourself. Only to allow what is without trying to change or force or dictate it, without judgment. Notice where you feel this feeling in your body. Maybe it moves. Move your hands as you feel it moving. As you feel the sensations moving, maybe your hands start to move around your body. Just acknowledging what's happening, acknowledging where you feel what you feel. And then come back to rest your hands on your knees. Grounding back down, sits bones pressed against whatever you're sitting on, hands resting down on your knees, letting your body ground into this moment. And start to notice how your body feels, any nuances, without placing a word or a judgment on it. Allow yourself to feel it. And watch what happens in your body as you acknowledge without trying to change or force or manipulate or even identify, without words or judgment. Notice what happens as you observe what is, without any labels. Letting yourself be just as you are. On your next inhale, bring one hand to your heart and one to your stomach, and start to feel the rise and fall of your body as you take air in and let air out. And bring your hands together, bring some warmth, rubbing them back and forth. And then place your hands over your eyes, separate your fingers, and start to let the light in. Come back to this present moment. We're going to bring our feet together and sit up tall in a butterfly pose, pressing your sits bones into the earth. If you have been on a couch or a chair, now would be a good time for you to come to the floor if you would like. Might be a little bit easier. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And again, as always, you can keep your eyes closed throughout the practice if you'd like. And bring your hands to your feet and just start to give your feet a little massage. They've worked hard today. Bring your thumbs to your Achilles tendon and give a little massage around your ankles. Go ahead and press into your toes, into the bottoms of your feet, and squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Good. And go ahead and work up to your shins, just squeezing right up the shins, right up that shin bone. Good, all the way up to your knees and to your thighs, massaging all the way up to your hips. Good. Maybe you can get into your booty. Give yourself a little booty massage. Kneading your fingers around your thighs as you come back down. Maybe you go to the outside, get to your knees and come back up. And then come to the inside. And the inside of your thighs, some love. And then we're gonna go down the calves, just squeezing ever so gently, as much as it feels good to you. Down those calves, all the way back to the ankles. Good. And then go ahead and bring your hands together. Flip your hands away from you after you interlace your fingers and draw your arms up, opening up your spine, opening up your neck. Reaching towards the ceiling, drop your shoulders down, and then start to unflip your hands and reach forward. Folding over your butterfly legs, you can relax your hands down and let your head relax over your feet or over the middle of your legs. Wherever your head relaxes is great, but let your body melt over your legs. Find a little sway here. Tonight we're going to move through some deep stretches to release tension through the hips, the low back, and the shoulders. Tonight is all about slow and relaxing, unwinding, gentle movements. If you want to light a candle or grab some tea, this is the night to do it. And then slowly walk your hands back up. Bring your knees together, bring your feet down to the ground. We're going to take that left leg and tuck it under the right. You can stay right here. We're gonna twist towards the right. You can also draw that foot to the opposite side of your knee. And then we're gonna take the left hand and wrap it around the right knee. Bring the right hand back behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Now you can stay here, or you can hook that left elbow across your right knee and open up that right rib cage just a little bit more, twisting your back open. The longer you stay here, maybe that back hand starts to soften towards the ground. And then slowly turn back forward. Unhook that right foot. Bring the left foot back down to the ground and take your right leg under your left. Take your left foot outside of your right knee and wrap your arms around the left leg. Reach your left arm back and look over your left shoulder. Maybe you stop here. Maybe you draw that right elbow to the outside of your left knee and twist open just a little bit more. Remember that front foot can always stay unhooked to the knee. So it can be here or it can be here, giving a great stretch either way. On your next inhale, slowly start to come forward, untwisting. Bring that right foot back out. Good. Take this left foot back under you, and your right leg is going to come on top. This time we're going to try to stack those knees. Maybe they stack, Maybe they stay apart. Find what feels good to your body. Sit up nice and tall. Try to find your sits bones. And then reach your arms out to a T. You're gonna hook your right arm under your left and bring your hands together, wrapping them around each other. You can stay here or you can draw those arms up just a little bit more. Finding a stretch through the shoulders. Remember, tonight is all about the hips, the low back, and the shoulders. So the more you draw these elbows up, the more into your shoulders, you're gonna find that stretch. Staying here just past that point of comfort, and start to notice where your mind goes as the pose gets more and more uncomfortable. What do you start to think about? How do you start to feel? Are you willing to sit through the discomfort? On your next exhale, slowly bring your arms down and start to untwist them, reaching them out. And then bring them back behind you. Interlace your fingers and press them away from you. Bring your arms back to your low back. Unhook your fingers. We're gonna walk those hands forward just a little bit, finding a new edge here. Relax your chin to your chest. Let the back of your head open. Sorry, not the back of your head, the back of your neck open. That makes more sense. And then slowly start to walk your hands back up. Unhook that right leg. You might want to use your hands to help. Unhook that left side. I'm going to change the song, but we're going to move to the other side. There. All right, so this time your right leg is going to come underneath you, and your left leg is going to come on top. And as you settle in, just start to notice how these feel. Maybe it feels the same, maybe it feels different. Notice how this side feels without judgment, without comparison. Sit up really tall. Take your arms out to a T and take your left arm under this time. Circling your arms around each other. This is called eagle arms. Drawing those hands together and then taking your arms up, finding that edge for your shoulders. Again, noticing where your mind goes when you hit that point of discomfort. And then slowly bring your elbows back down, unwind your arms, reach it back out. Take your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, and draw your shoulders back, pressing your chest forward. Relax your arms, your hands apart. Bring them to the ground in front of you and start to walk it forward. Letting your head relax over your knees as far as it feels good. See if you can soften just one area of the body. And then slowly walk your hands back. Use your arms to uncross your legs. Bring them to the ground in front of you. And just feel that rebound effect. Let your knees rock right and left. The rebound effect is just as valuable as the pose. We're going to stay here, walk the feet apart, and let the knees fall as far as it feels good towards the left side. You may resituate your hands and just start to feel this opening. You can relax into your hands back behind you, softening, letting your hips gently open up here. And see if you can find one muscle to relax. It always surprises me where I'm holding on. It really shouldn't surprise me. It's usually in the same place for me. The longer you stay here, the more you'll have opportunities to soften. The more opportunities you will have to soften is how I would prefer to word that. On your next inhale, draw those knees up and take them over to the right side. Noticing, observing, getting curious about your body. And then slowly draw the knees back up. Good. And we're going to bring them all the way back down. We're going to come to a bridge pose. You can lay all the way on your back. Feet come down to the ground. Hands press against the ground and just gently lift your hips up. We're not pushing towards the ceiling yet. We're just doing a gentle lift. Starting to feel the hamstrings open. Starting to feel the abs engage, the core engage, the low back starts to lift a little bit more. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, start to bring your hips up more and more. Maybe you walk your feet back towards you, or you inch your hands towards your heels. Maybe you stay right there. Maybe you bring your hands under your back and start to press your hips up just a little bit more. If plow pose is in your practice, you can take your knees up and overhead, reaching them back behind you. Bend your knees and draw them towards your ears if you are in plow. Or if you're in bridge, stay right where you are. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to draw your hips back down and rock your feet all the way down. We're going to roll into the stomach. Give the low back a little bit more attention. Coming to your Sphinx pose, elbows on the ground, heart lifted, really drawing attention to the low back. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. Get settled in. Get out all the wiggles. Drop your chin to your chest and let your head rock left and right. Come back to center. Lift your head up so that your neck is nice and neutral, and you can stay here, or you can take your hands to the corner of the mat, one to each corner, and lift up just a little bit more, increasing that contraction through the back and the opening through the core. Slowly lower back down to your elbows. And we're going to take our time, however it's most comfortable to you. We're going to come back to a seat, coming to your knees. We're going to lift up really tall, and we're going to drop the chin to our chest. Let the head rock left and right. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder, and take your left hand to your right ear, opening up your neck. Bring the left hand down, take your right ear to your right shoulder, and your right hand comes to your left ear, opening up your neck. Right hand comes down, draw that neck back to center. And now we're going to take it in big circles in one direction, 3 times, and then rotate it the other way. 3 big circles, without cranking the neck back, just gently moving it left and right. Bring your head back to center. We're going to shake it no, drawing your chin as far over towards your shoulders as possible. And then back to center, shake your head yes. And then bring it back to center. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers if you'd like, and just find a very gentle twist. Going left and right, keeping those elbows out. And then come back to center, press the elbows back, and bring your hands back down to the ground. Find a comfortable seat. We're gonna end with a meditation and journaling time to complement how we started this practice, and to complement the release of energy through the hips and the low back and the shoulders and neck, places that we often carry stress, emotion. Stress isn't always bad stress or stress that we don't want. Sometimes stress is the excitement of something new. Stress is the change that is happening. Even if it's something we're looking forward to, that energy can build up in our bodies. So in the same way that we came in and held space for what is, we let that energy move through us, the shoulders, the hips, the low back, the neck. We let all of that energy out. And now we're going to recenter and claim what we desire to create. So if you'd like to get a journal or a piece of paper or a pen, feel free to. And come to a comfortable seat and let your body start to settle in. Settling in comfortably to this space where you can relax, you can let your guard down. In fact, if there's anything else, I'm just feeling this need to stand up and kind of shake it off. If there's anything else that you're like holding up in your body from the day, if you want to stand up and shake it off, or if there's a yoga pose that you know that would help you release that, feel free to take the next couple minutes, the next couple moments to get it out. There's no right or wrong way, just don't hurt yourself. And if you do one thing, make sure you counteract it. Do the opposite. Good. All right, get out all those wiggles, all that energy, and then come back to your seat. I want you to write down these questions on your paper. The first question: how did I feel when I arrived? You can go ahead and answer that. You can answer it and you can put where in your body you felt it. The next question is, how do I want to feel? And I want you to wait a moment to answer this. You might have initial thoughts that come up, but wait a moment to really answer this. How do I want to feel? The next question: what do I want to create more of in my life? The last question: what is it time to let go of? Now take a moment to settle back in. To relax into this space. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking a long inhale, holding at the top, exhaling it out, holding at the bottom. 3 of those deep breaths. Take a big exhale to let it all out. And then together, inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and slowly exhale. One more time together. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale. How do you want to feel? How do you desire to feel? What feeling do you long for more of in your life? Before you even write anything down, let your body experience that feeling. Let your mind experience that feeling. You don't even have to put it into words yet if there are no words for it. And then when you're ready, go ahead and start to jot down what it is that came up for you. And maybe there's a clear word, maybe there are no words for it. There's permission for however you want to express it. Maybe it's a picture. Maybe it's not even time to put it into words. What feeling do you want more of in your life? How do you want to feel? You can always pause the video, but when you're ready, come back, close your eyes. Bring yourself back to that feeling. Allow yourself to feel that feeling that you want. And then in this space, consider, what do you want to create more of in your life? What do you desire to create? Allow your mind to fill with images or your body to fill with sensations. Maybe you hear, smell, or experience something in this moment. And when you're ready, if you want to put it into words on your paper, you can. Into a picture. There's freedom here to dream big. And there's freedom here to put one foot in front of the next. Whatever you desire, or you desire to create more of in your life. Come back to your eyes closed when you're ready. What are you letting go of? What is no longer serving you? What are you going to release? What is being released even now as I speak? Writing it down when you're ready, or drawing it, or just letting it go and letting that be the end of it. Take a moment of gratitude here to express yourself. Gratitude for your insights, for clarity. Bring your palms together. Create some warmth. Place your hands over your eyes. Open your fingers and start to open your eyes, letting the light back in. You are your own best leader and guide, and you have the most amazing insight into what you need. So as you move through these insights, trust yourself, trust your inner wisdom, and I hope you have the most delightful day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for sharing this practice with me.